I think one of the fears or apprehensions about talking about dying in death are the emotions that may come at you when you open that conversation. So I'm going to give the mic to Ruth, and tell me what your thoughts are about that, please.
Well, I think some of the reasons that, for example, Mike might have had difficulty talking with his father is that I don't know his father. I'm just thinking perhaps his father has difficulty talking about it because it may be opening a door into a closet, so to speak, that's dark. And maybe he's been throwing things in there, emotions, doubts, worries, confusion, etc., for a long time. And he opens that door and it's all going to tumble out. And he doesn't know how it's going to be when it all comes out. And also for some of us, we don't want to get emotional. And especially depending upon who you're talking to, maybe you don't want to reveal too much about yourself. Not obviously to a son, but maybe it's to a health caregiver or a legal person or your neighbor. I think there's that fear too, that when you open that door without realizing it, you just open the floodgates and it may all come out.
I think you're absolutely right. Colleen, you've had experience with people not wanting to talk about end of life, haven't you?
I was actually glad that you brought up a healthcare professional because we just had a recent situation where my father is got advanced cancer, and so we're quite comfortable about talking about it even before he had that diagnosis. But he also has diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and we were in the office at an appointment with his oncologist, and he was asking him questions about whether he was still taking his blood sugar levels. And he says, yes, and I've been poking myself so much sometimes blood doesn't even come out. And I said, oh, but does embalming fluid come out? And the healthcare provider was aghast. And he really didn't know what to say. And my dad said, no, not yet, we're good there. And then we went on with the conversation about, his symptoms and how he's feeling and such. But so we've had, because our family's so comfortable with it, we've found that many of the healthcare professionals on our team, they're prepared to help people who have difficulty talking about it, and maybe not so prepared for people who are comfortable with it. I'm not sure, but that seems to be our experience. They're human too.
As I'm working with you, I have mentioned this project that is Best Ending, and I've talked about it for plenty of time. And I just say it as this is my life. This is what I'm doing daily, and they get to hear all these thoughts, and I'm sure it puts something in their mind. Not that they don't think about it or talk about it regularly between themselves, but I feel it's opening a conversation between us gradually, and I'm glad for it.
My mission is complete then. So I think these aren't just single conversations. I think that there's lots of reflection that goes on if you want to think about how you want to live your life right up until the end. I'm not talking about death, I'm talking about living right up until the end. So thank you. Thank you all for sharing all your thoughts, and I hope you're back for the next installment.